Okay, so hi everyone. So for the new interview, the Fly for the Earth project, we are with Werner, who is spokesperson of the Feldem Visitor Center Self-Sufficient Village, and
Yes.
we speak about this village. So can you first present us the village in general?
In general? Feldheim is a very small village of about 140 residents. And what the structure is, we have habitational buildings, we have a big farming cooperative here of about 40 jobs in the farming cooperative, and we have this wonderful wind farm.
Okay, and for more technical information, how does these wind farms produce of electricity, how much power, and does it is it sufficient for the village, or do you have too much?
Okay, it's more than sufficient for the village. We have about 55 wind turbines here, which produce about 250 million kilowatt hours. 250 million kilowatt hours, more or less. And only 1 million, only a small part, less than 0.5%, is let directly into the village and supplies the village with electricity. And
it's a small part.
Yeah, only a small part. And of course, a big chunk of it goes into the national grid. So this wind park is intended to produce electricity for the national German grid and even for the European grid.
And is it difficult to connect the wind farms to not to the national grid, but to a small village like this?
Well, it's the other way around. We connected the village to the wind farm.
Okay.
Right? And technically spoken, it's not a problem. But you have to go all the red tape. You know, you have to get the licenses from the authorities. You have to speak with the government, with the local government, with the state government, with the national government, with Brussels. So you have to deal a lot with authorities, and the red tape is the most difficult thing to do.
And is it easy now that Feldem have done this connection between a village and a wind farm to do it again in other places?
Oh, that's difficult because Feldheim is unique. You have to fulfill a lot of preconditions before you can do this step. Of course, it is not impossible to do it in another village, but you do not have a one size fits all. So every village has its own characteristics, and you have to see what kind of energy have you got there. Have you wind energy, solar energy? Maybe you have biomass, or you can produce biogas. You can consider Feldheim as a kind of light tower, not as a blueprint. You cannot copy it, not drag and copy, or copy and drag. Right?
And how do you build this wind farm? It was with a cooperative, and how do the link between the company and the cooperative, the farmer cooperative, worked?
Okay, so the wind farm is run by Energiequelle, which is a German company from Berlin, and which is the owner and the operator of the wind farm. And what we in Feldheim did, we set up an own utility company. So we broke away from the big monopolies we have in Germany, as you have in France. You have EDF. We have 4 of them here in Germany. This was the Swedish occupying zone here. In former times it was Soviet and it was Swedish. It's Vattenfall. And we broke away from the big power monopoly and put up our own utility company. A very small one, of course. And we started to purchase our electricity from an independent power producer, an IPP. All right. So what we have here, we have a technical and commercial independence from the big power companies. We can switch at any time we want. We can switch from one company to another, but of course it is worthwhile for us to use the energy we produce in front of our noses.
And you build really the project with people of the village, and you build the project together. And,
this is a community power project.
I understand. And when there is no wind, how Feldem works? Is there other...
When there is no wind, so we gather all here together and we... No, that's a joke. Of course, we have a backup here. So we have a biogas and a biomass station. So we have lots of pig farmery here, and so the pigs produce a lot of manure, and we grow energy crops here, maize, and we use it and put it together in a biogas station. Where we have little bacteria produce biogas, and we run a motor with it. And the motor produces electricity and heat, and the heat power is used for the villages, for hot shower water and for the radiators. And the electricity is normally, in normal conditions, is put into the national grid. But when there is no wind or not sufficient wind, which happens very rarely here, it's maybe one hour, 2 hours per year. Then the biogas station stands on the sideline and it switches from the national grid to the Feldheim grid. So we have power here 24/7, 365.
I understand. And do you have storage facilities or something like this?
Yes,
Also?
we do have a storage facility, but the storage facility was this a huge 10 megawatt lithium ion battery,
Yeah.
the first of its type in Europe,
Oh, yeah.
and the biggest one at the same time. But we do not use it as a backup because it's not necessary. We use that storage facility in order to store wind power here and sell it to the so-called balancing market.
Oh, yeah.
The regulating power,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is needed for the grid operator to have this grid balance at any time given.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Very nice.
Keep it
And
up.
very
Bye.
interesting. Bye.